Hey guys, so like I said in Friday's video, I've got some new makeup to show you. And I don't have too much, but I have a wide variety of things at different price points, so that's always nice. Okay, so if you watched my last haul, you saw me haul some MAC lipsticks, and like I have mentioned recently, I have been really into putting on a lip liner in a corresponding color to whatever lipstick I'm wearing and lining my lips, filling in my lips with the lip liner, and then putting the corresponding lipstick on top. And for a while there, all I was doing was using a nude lip liner that was a little bit darker, a little bit browner than my lips, and just lining my lips and just using any old lipstick with that. And I don't know, maybe I just was being lazy or that was just what I was into at that moment, but now I'm back to using all my lip liners again. And you know, it seems like no matter how many lip liners I buy, I never seem to have ones that are the right color for what I need. With today is an exception though. I did have one that I could use, but usually I'll buy a lipstick and then realize as an afterthought that I don't have a lip liner that I can use with it. So I got a couple more MAC lipsticks, lip pencils. Remember I hauled MAC Heroin lipstick? I didn't have anything even close to that, so I bought the corresponding lip pencil. Matter of fact, let me grab the lipsticks that I bought these pencils for and hold them up side by side just so you can see. Alright, so I grabbed the lipsticks. So this is MAC Heroin, and then this is the lip pencil. So yeah, you can, it's kind of a unique purple shade, so you can probably understand why I didn't have a lip pencil that would work with that. And then the next one that I got is MAC Beat lip pencil. And I bought that to go with my recent purchase of All Fired Up. Now, I did have something that kind of worked for All Fired Up, but I knew if I got Beat, that would be even better. So they don't look, you know, just to look at them, they don't look like they're exactly the same, but they're still, I feel, closer than what I was using before. So now I've got that to go with that. And then also in my most recent video, I showed you that I had been given a free deluxe sample size lipstick of Urban Decay Bad Blood from Ulta. It was like a gift with purchase thing. So I purchased the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in Bad Blood to go with the lipstick that they gave me. Most of the red lipsticks that I own are more of a cool red. So I don't have a lot of warm red lipsticks, but the few that I do have didn't really have a liner that worked that well with them. So now not only can I use this to go with Bad Blood, but I can use it with any other warm red lipsticks that I own. So I felt like that was a good investment to kind of go with everything else besides the Bad Blood. And then I showed you in my most recent haul video that I had purchased the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Peversion. Well, that worked out really nice, and I've been really enjoying that. I have that on today. But I thought it would also be good to have a brown eye pencil of the same brand and make, because black works with most things, but sometimes brown is better depending on what you're doing for eyeshadow colors. So I got Demolition. And I really like this shade of brown. I feel like it's a little bit on the cooler side, but I feel like it could work with just about anything that I wanted to do that I would need a brown eye pencil for. And I also feel like this shade of brown works better with my skin tone than a lot of other browns would. So that is Demolition. Yeah, I'm really impressed with these eye pencils. I think they had to have changed the formula at some point because I had used the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide-On eye pencils many years ago, and they were definitely not as good then as they are now. Big, big improvement. And last but definitely not least is the eyeshadow palette that I have on right now. This is Academy of Color Nudes eyeshadow palette from Kohl's. This was $10. This is what it looks like. And I think this is just stunning. I love this so much. I've used this every day since I bought it. I bought it last... Did I get this? I can't remember now which day I bought this, but I've used it every day since I bought it, and I really, really love this. This is my third eyeshadow palette that I've purchased from Academy of Color. Nobody talks about this, you guys, and this is so good, especially for this price point. I think there are like 3 videos on YouTube of this brand of eyeshadow palettes. The only place you can get it is Kohl's. Did I say that already? Sorry. Yeah, the only place you can get it is at Kohl's, and so, you know, you're somewhat limited in terms of availability, but if you don't have a Kohl's near you, you could always just order it on their website if you wanted to. Yeah, I think that these eyeshadow palettes are way, way underrated and definitely deserve more love from people. Now, I had some Kohl's cash from my recent purchases, and I went in there and I got that shirt that I had on in Friday's video, and I ended up getting this. This was not what I was originally going to get because there are 2 other eyeshadow palettes that they have by this brand that I don't own, and I was going to get those. And they had just put up this brand new display of a whole bunch of products, makeup wise, and these were like all like big stacks of them, and they hadn't been touched or handled at all. Everything was in perfect condition, and yeah, when I saw this, I was like, oh my God. I just love, love, love those colors. Every single one. My only criticism of this palette is that it only has 1 shimmer shade in it. This one. The rest are all matte. So it would have been nice to have more of a mixture, but I don't know, because like all these shades here being matte, I'm going to be able to use this palette in conjunction with a lot of other eyeshadows that I own, because it's just going to be so handy to have these all as mattes to pull in with other looks. I mean, I could definitely take this palette and then maybe one other palette that has a lot of shimmer shades and just work with those 2 palettes if I was traveling, which I haven't done in a long time, and I'm really hoping that in the future I will get to do some more traveling. But yeah, if I was going to be traveling, this would be a palette that I would definitely be able to use with another palette that was all shimmer. So I really love this, but I want to go back to Kohl's and get those other two eyeshadow palettes that I was going to get until I saw this. Um, those are a palette. One of them is called Cranberry, so that's the theme of the palette is cranberry shades. And the other one I think is called Prismatic. It was either Prismatic or Holographic. Can't remember now. But that one was like complete opposite of the cranberry one, because the cranberry one was all warm with, you know, red plum tones being a theme. And then the other one that was called either Prismatic or Holographic was all like light holographic prismatic type shades, you know. So probably not the best time of year to be buying that. But the thing that you should know about these palettes is once they sell them, like in batches, that's it. You know, when they're gone, they're gone. So they're not really limited edition per se, but they are in the sense that they don't make more. So yeah, okay, I guess they are limited edition then. The first one that I ever bought when this brand first launched was a dupe for Kylie Jenner's bronze palette, and I couldn't believe how good it was, especially for the price. I think the price has come down a little bit since this brand first launched, because I'm pretty sure that I paid $12.50 for that palette, and now these palettes are $10. They do occasionally make larger palettes, like the one that I showed you prior to this was a large palette, and I did, I think I hauled it in a video, and then I did, I think, 2 tutorials with it. The name is escaping me at the moment. High Voltage, I think. Yeah, High Voltage, I'm pretty sure is what it was called. But, I mean, there's something about the color schemes in these palettes. Okay, so I took off my jacket, and I've still got some problems here from when I had that reaction to that necklace that I had bought last summer. Yeah, I still got like, it's almost like scarring from that. I don't know what the deal is with that. But anyways, what I did was I took some LA Colors eyeshadow primer and I put that all over my arm, because I really feel as if swatches should be done over eyeshadow primer, because that's the way we wear it on our eyes. So that's the way I do my eyeshadow swatches now. So the first one in the palette is called Hush, and that is what I have on for my highlighter shade and inner corner highlight today. So you're not going to be able to see that at all. It blends right in with my skin tone. And then, oh, you know what? I just remembered something. Yeah, I wasn't going to use my fingers anymore because I don't apply my eyeshadows to my face with my fingers. So brushes, we're using brushes. I've got all these Wet n Wild eyeshadow brushes. So I'm just taking a clean one and yeah, it blends right in with my skin, so you can't see that color at all. But I do like it as a brow bone highlight because in that area it does lighten it a little bit. Okay, and now I'm taking another brush and I'm going to swatch the color Show, which is just a sort of a warm beige shade. These are a little bit powdery, but that's how I like my eyeshadows. I don't like my eyeshadows to be hard or difficult to pick up. Okay, so this is it right here. So it's sort of a warm matte beige, and then there's only one shimmery color in the whole palette, and it's called Promise, and that is what I'm wearing on my lids. This color is gorgeous, you guys. I really, really love it. That's what it looks like swatched on my arm over primer. But as you can see, it's a lot prettier on my actual eyelid. Okay, I'm taking a clean brush every time. The next shade is Flawless, and this is a light, warm, almost peachy brown shade. And that's what this looks like. That's kind of like, sort of like Makeup Geek Creme Brulee, maybe a little bit darker. Nice, really good crease color. Taking another clean brush, and this time I'm going to swatch Underground, which is a beautiful light brown shade, or actually more like a medium brown, I guess. So that's Underground. You can see where this is like where, when I put the eyeshadow primer on, I went like right there. So that's with primer, and then that part of my arm doesn't have any primer on it. So with primer and without primer. And this next one is called Play, and this is a really dark brown. So that's Play. Taking another clean brush and going into Loud, which is a beautiful mauve type shade, like a rose mauve. That's the area with the primer, and then it doesn't, adhere that well without primer, but so like that pinky mauve shade. And the next one is called Ego, and that is also in the mauve family, but it's less pink and warmer, I would say. So yeah, warmer and less pink. And then the last shade is called Checkmate. And this is like, I would say it's a plum. Sort of a cool plum. And I have that in my crease and in the outer portion of my lids and dragged along the lower lash line. So swatch-wise, some are more impressive than others. And like I said, I put the primer like towards the beginning of these swatches. And then you can see how on some of them, as they got dragged across, some of them adhered okay and some of them did not. But on the eyes, I haven't had any problems with any of these. And they are a little powdery because now that I've swatched every single shade, I do have like some kickback fallout powder on top. I'll show you what I mean. I don't know if you could see that blowing away, but I like my eyeshadows to be a little bit on the powdery side. I feel like they apply better, they work better, they look nicer. As far as like a high-end eyeshadow that I feel like this compares to, I would say Anastasia is the first thing that comes to mind when I think about an eyeshadow formula that is similar. And I love my Anastasia eyeshadows, so that's not like an insult or anything. It's actually a compliment. The ColourPop pressed shadows I feel like are similar to these two. So if you like Anastasia eyeshadows or ColourPop pressed eyeshadows, these are very similar. And I like the convenience of being able to walk into a Kohl's and look at things and go through and pick out one that hasn't been swatched or messed with. The only downside to that aspect of it is sometimes there aren't any good ones left because they've all been handled and messed up. So you kind of have to go in frequently and, you know, grab things when they first get put out. But that could happen at any store, really, with any brand. So those are my new acquisitions, and I really love these eyeshadows. Obviously, I keep buying more and more, and if you never check them out, I definitely recommend them. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.